Welcome back to the Inn at the End, friends. Our troopers are already at their table, getting underway. Why don't you go join them? I'll bring you a drink.
Say we sneak out.
Wink.
Yes.
Yeah?
The all-powerful vampire lord who has now seen us and knows we came here with ulterior motives now finds out that on the eve of his great day, with the unveiling of all his gifts to him, that the four absconders and scoundrels who've snuck into his council under false pretenses have now, in the middle of the night, snuck away, and you think he's going to just forget about that and move on.
Well, I mean, no harm, no foul.
No.
He's still getting his gifts that he thought he was going to get.
No.
He kind of talked about eating us. And
He definitely seems like someone who would hold a very
turning our
massive
bones
grudge.
into-
You were supposed to get out of here a long time ago. What are
I'm
you?
still in the doorway. It's
This
cool.
is an A/B
I go
conversation.
and I shut the door in his face and I lock it.
You can't shut it.
He's behind you.
Just like,
I shove him out. Look, I think that, yes, I would love it if we could leave right now. That would be fantastic. However, Xavier now knows that we don't actually work for the Harris family, and if we leave in the middle of the night, he will then tell Nytheris they didn't even work for the Harris family who I thought I was hiring through.
It only
And
makes him look
Nytheris will be
stupid.
mad, and if we can't get my mom to go with me and we still sneak out, then they'll certainly kill her. Just on principle alone, I would. So we're a bit of a bind.
If Xavier
Right.
says that, it makes him look like an idiot. Nytheris
Nytheris?
isn't going to appreciate that.
yeah.
I just think that right now we should try and stay on the good side, and if things get bad, we can run.
I feel like the good side is being degree by degree removed as an option.
Yes, that's right. As you guys continue to talk, it does seem to
Hey,
get
mine doesn't
worse.
involve anybody else, just us, friends, and your mom.
I don't think sneaking out in the middle of the night is the best option, but I guess we do have to consider it.
Seems
so,
like a real pussy way to handle things.
Wow.
all right, everyone out now. Everyone out. I'm going back to bed.
All right.
I don't know what the resolution of that conversation was, so please,
Neither
everyone,
do I,
tell
Alex.
me what you all are doing.
I'm waiting patiently for the triple knock on the door that signifies the invitation.
I go to my room,
All right.
I don't sleep.
but I don't go.
Then what do you do?
I don't want to get killed by skeletons, so I go to my room.
Okay.
I'll watch out. Don't worry. Apparently, I fucked this up somehow. The whole gang that
You just
stands up
made
to
it more
evil everywhere we go.
You just made it more interesting and maybe more difficult, but it'll be fun.
I message to Helena and I ask if she is stuck with Helithe or if she's free.
You get a message back. Yeah. Nice lady. She said, if I don't know your other friends there, she said if they could go over and meet with her, that's what she would want right now.
Tell her that we've been forbidden from leaving our room by Nytheris.
Oh, gotcha. She said that that's not good, I guess. But if you could, she'd appreciate it. The cat one and the shorter one, if they could. She just wants to meet him for whatever reason. I told her that you didn't want to get killed, and
Ghost, you could perhaps remind me. Was Nytheris' warning only to me or to the entire group?
I don't know if I was there for that, but I mean, like, if you wanted to go there, it's pretty quick, you know.
Could you go ask one of the skeletons that's out there if it was about all of us, or?
Oh, sure, yeah. Okay, those skeletons are weird. Yeah, I never really talked to them before, but yeah, they're odd. They said, they'll kill you if they find you outside of, like, where you're supposed to be, but apparently this whole area is for you guys.
Oh, so we can go out there?
Yeah. Like that's like your kitchen or something. He said it's like a kitchen.
Oh,
Like a communal space with the rooms.
Yeah, it's like bedroom, communal space, bigger communal space, and then there's other stuff connected. I guess it's okay to go outside the door, but like not too far.
can we go to the other room?
Hold on. Okay, so if they're okay with it, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be the skeletons might get mad if you like broke the door or something.
Okay. All right. Tell her we're on our way, but not Val, just us three.
Okay.
Hey, guys. I'm scared of meeting with Helena. Apparently we can leave the rooms without being killed by an Itheris tomorrow.
I wasn't worried about that.
Yeah, he
at
said
all.
like if we wander around.
Oh, you guys were listening to him. Okay, sorry. Evil monsters just start running their mouths, and I swear to God, I only got one good ear that isn't a crab.
You're
You know what
always
I'm saying?
you're always thinking about what you're gonna say next. That's the problem.
Once this evil monster shuts his fucking mouth, I'm going to tell him where he could stick it.
So she wants to talk to us.
Yeah, but not Val, so keep it on the down. Well, no. Val could come, but I say we just keep it secret. and
I'll
head
tell
over.
him. I'll tell him
Shut.
later.
Yeah, okay, but
Yeah, I'll tell
let's
him.
just go see
No,
what...
I'll tell him later. It'll be good.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys
Yeah.
leave the room?
Simon knocks on
Wait,
the door.
unless we should tell Val.
Oh, wait.
Hey, the one that the ghost went to.
Yeah.
Going over to house. Sure, yeah. You leave your room, you enter the larger chamber. The skeletons notice you, and they keep a finer eye on you.
That's
it feels
okay.
very, like, mechanical.
Yeah.
We are allowed in here. This is like a kitchen.
See, watch. Don't worry. And I knock. Hey,
You
it's Simon.
Before you get to the door, you see
we
there
come
is a
in?
drow that's outside, one of the guards. And as you're coming up to him, kind of greets you and says, "Yeah, they're expecting you. They don't want she doesn't want everyone in, just one at a time."
Oh.
I got this, guys.
I'll
Don't
go
worry.
first. Yeah, he can stay back.
No, I was gonna.
He
I'm
said
the
it
one that was
first.
talking to her.
I said I was gonna go first. So
If she has a preference, I don't know. You guys can figure it out amongst yourselves, or else I'm like rolling dice.
Ew.
for
She
it.
shouldn't have
she
fucking said
knows
anything.
us. It's fine. Like we know her when we were kids. Ace will be fine. She knows what kind of
I'm
guy
gonna give
he
her
is.
a big hug and
Don't.
It'll be
People
cool.
don't like hugs. They need to consent to them.
She really didn't like it when I like tried to grab her. Around the
Yeah.
waist and
She kept pushing
on the
you
back of
away.
her. Yeah, it was like
Ace.
twice. It was.
Don't grab anybody in there.
I know that Helena was like the hot mom of our friend group, but
No, not canon. Stop it.
I'm pretty sure
You say that,
was
Dash,
canon
but it's
from the
already
very
canon up
beginning.
here.
Oh no. She was not the hot church lady.
Yeah, that's 100% right. I go in.
have you guys prayed away the gay lately? No, maybe
he
you could
opens
show
up
us,
the door.
Mrs. Val.
Lets you in, and inside you see it's a similarly decorated place to the quarters that you have. In here, there are 3 other drow guards. There's Halave and there's Helena, and the 2 of them are kind of sitting at a large table in these fine recliner chairs. And Helena asks you to sit down.
I said,
Thank you for coming. I'm glad we were able to talk. That was your other friend Ben.
yeah.
If I remember correctly, he can talk to ghosts now.
So yeah, he kind of like drowned. It's kind of a long story where he was
I'll get it. I'll ask him.
like
about-
trying to save me.
I'll ask him about his.
It's kind of
Own
my
story.
fault in a lot of ways, but
I see.
yeah.
Have you talked to anyone about that?
No, I bottle up all my feelings inside and then let them
I
out.
see.
Very
in-
destructive ways.
Yeah, ways that
If
like cause magic to like go all over. It's really kind of cool when you see it happen. I do this thing with flowers. I hugged my mom once, and it was actually kind of pretty.
Wait, so
I always.
so all your chaos magic is just repressed emotions?
That's what rage is, right?
He'll become never goes to therapy.
I wanted to ask you. Halave has informed me a bit about how vampirism works. I didn't realize. You knew Val growing up.
Oh yeah, we were like I mean, he wasn't my best friend. He was like my second best friend. But
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah. But it was the four of you. And Brooch, right?
yeah, and Brooch.
Brooch, yes.
So
you were all
yeah, I
very
guess
close.
Val was like my third best friend.
I'm doing the math and trying to figure out, okay, who was lower than that?
It was you.
Yeah.
So
You were the little kid.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
is he the same man that you knew as a child?
Is he still a dick? Yeah.
I guess. If you thought he was a dick back then.
I
He was a sweet boy when he was
honestly
growing
now
up.
he's a little bit cooler. Like we give each other a hard time and kind of like.
But has he changed since
Oh.
the curse?
I mean, he's a little more brooding. Like he seems kind of sad that he died or was changed.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, we've had some really good times that remind me of the old times.
But also bad times. It sounded like you've been through some dark ordeals.
I mean, we went to prison and like there was this whole thing with my
Expand
dad.
on that more. Why did you go to prison?
There was like this whole thing where we were trying to find some kind of information. I honestly don't remember anymore, but we found my dad there and Brooch. You remember Brooch? Brooch's
yes,
sister?
yeah,
Yeah, Brooch's
yes.
yeah.
She was gonna
She still looks
join.
good.
She was
She still
gonna
looks
join the
good.
church when she was younger, but
She
never
still looks
decided to.
good.
Okay.
But yeah, no, all the times that we've had have been really fun. Like I've enjoyed them, and honestly, Val's a good man. When I think about the things that he's done,
And why does he do the things that he does?
I
Is he
think
doing it for someone else? Is he doing it for you? Is he doing it for?
I think
the
we're
others?
all doing it for home, for what we remember home being. The parts of it that were good and that we cared about. And I think we're all kind of doing it to come back to ourselves.
Okay.
I don't know. I just want to go kill that dick.
I wouldn't speak. Right? How? I wouldn't. Yes.
No, not
I would-
not,
hold
not
on,
the
hold on,
vampire
so
guys.
sorry.
I mean, Alistair. You know, remember him? Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's a real
I
dick.
see.
Yeah, I want to kill him.
Okay. But yes, do be careful with your conversations. In the walls.
I want to kill that dick.
Thank you. I forget. You were Levi's son.
Yeah, Ace.
Ace.
Ace,
Ace, of course.
Not Levi's son anymore. Like I said, whole big long story.
Of course.
It's Ace McQuilton now.
You've taken the town name.
Yeah, and yeah, if you meet anybody like along the way that you remember from home,
And
make sure you tell them
you
that
see
I'm.
she's got like a little satchel like on her side that she pulls a few like herbs from, and says Ace McQuilton.
Yeah,
And she holds them, and you see them glow a bit, and they kind of just turn into vapor a bit, and you just get this sense of home, like the smell of home. It's been recorded. I haven't done anything official in so long. Yeah.
did you change my name?
Yes.
I've been wanting to get that done.
I'm sorry, I haven't been back to town, and Alice
my
Starr
God, I
wouldn't
feel
be
like
one to do that.
I feel like my quest is complete now. Honestly, I can almost retire.
That's good to hear.
I've been trying to make that happen for weeks now. It's like all I could think about.
It's done.
Thank you.
The town will remember.
If you want to like escape, we might be doing that soon.
I wouldn't talk about that open.
Oh, no, I mean not escape. I mean if you want to,
I'll be leaving with Halavey
Yeah.
when she departs.
of course, Halavey. Hey.
Good seeing you again, she says. If you could send one of the others out, I'd like to speak to each of you individually.
You want Ben or Simon?
Either one.
I'll send Simon.
Okay.
Fucking piece of shit.
Because I know how badly Ben wants to come in, and I just think it's funny.
Shouldn't have fucking told you this.
Later.
Thank you.
And I turn and go out.
You head
Simon,
out.
your turn.
Oh, okay.
And you see the same thing as you come in.
Yeah.
The guards, Halavey, and Helena there And Helena says, please sit down.
It's good to see you again.
And you as well. How are your folks doing?
As far as I know, they're doing well. I don't think times are quite as happy as they once were in Quilton.
I would imagine, yeah. When I left, I mean, things were already not going great, but they seemed to be doing well, and they've always been strong members of the community. Everyone kind of looks up to them.
I checked in on them not too long ago, and they seemed content and taken care of. So that's good.
I wanted to talk to you. This has been a whole day. I didn't realize
it has, hasn't it?
The mindset I was in a day ago is not where I am at now.
Is it because of Val?
Yeah, yes, it is. And I wanted to ask you. My fear is I lost my son. It is hard to think that might not be true anymore. It's hard to grapple with that, and I just want to make sure. You knew Val growing up, and you know him now. Has this curse changed him?
I wouldn't say that the curse... Well, life has, honestly. I mean, we split up for a good chunk of time, kind of our formative years. And there's a lot I don't know about what happened, what he experienced. And I gather it was very hard. I mean, obviously, we're in the spot where it happened, and you've seen him think he's had a very dramatic change, but he's still Val. He's still one of my best friends. That's how you do it diplomatically. he's still one of my best friends, and
he's still a dick.
But I will say he does feel lost. Like, I don't know, there's something missing, but I don't think it's like who he is that's missing. I feel like there's a spark that isn't there. And I don't think it's something that will always be extinguished. I feel like that's kind of maybe part of what's going on and why we're together is that kind of Val that you knew and that you're searching for. He's still there, but I feel like some work needs to be done to get it back.
I see.
Does that make sense?
I do. It sounds hopeful. What I am scared of is that the reason that spark isn't there is because something darker is covering it up.
Well, I would love to come in here and give you all the assurances that I could. Like I said, there's a lot that I don't know, and there very well could be something dark brewing in him. But I made a vow to my friends that I wouldn't leave them again. And Val, so far to me, since reuniting, hasn't done wrong by me or our friendship. He said a lot of mean things to me, sure. But I still love him because that's Val. He's Val.
It's about Val or me.
You're not here. Or whatever they say.
Well, that is better news than I had hoped for. Thank you.
Thank you,
Simon. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a special request.
Yes, go ahead.
And I understand you can say no, it's totally fine, but it's been a long time since I've hugged my mom.
Oh, of course, please.
He runs over and wraps his arms around her and squeezes.
Yeah, she stands up and absolutely just gives you a mother's hug. She's done it for her son in the past, and she has been looked at as a mother to so many.
Yeah.
She easily steps into that role.
I feel like every group of friends, there's a mom that kind of everybody feels is a motherly figure, and
that's you, Simon.
And that's me. I've taken that over.
Taking it over, yeah.
Just kidding.
Thank
Gives
you.
a hug,
And
pet your fur.
He's glossy eyed
down.
and leaves.
All right. And with the note of sending in the third person.
I don't say anything when I step out of that doorway.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I do. It's your turn, Ben.
Great, thanks.
I said nice things about you, by the way.
I didn't say anything about you.
That's okay.
That's a good thing, though, right?
I don't think it matters.
Paint your own picture, Ben.
Thank you, Simon. I will.
Good luck.
And I go in.
All right. And you see the same scene. Helena's there and offers you a seat. Halvey's there drinking some tea, and the drow guards as well. And she says, please sit down.
And I do.
She just kind of looks you over.
What do you see?
I'm not sure. You seem to have gone through something, and I don't quite understand it. I brought in the others to talk about my son, Val. I think I've gotten what I need from them, and I'm just curious about you and what has happened to you.
I'm not sure. I don't know. But I know I have a purpose now.
Tell me about it.
I know that whatever Melora had in store for me was not over when I fell overboard from Brooch's ship. She reached an icy hand through the cold black waters, and she lifted me up, brought me back. Something less and something more. Perhaps the warmth of my own mother's blessing staved the icy chill from my own heart and allowed me to live while Melora fought to bring me back.
That would make more sense. I've studied Melora for so long. The things people have written of her, the few scraps of her own words. She tends not to save people. She tends to let them free. I wonder if what reached down for you was not Melora, but something else.
Perhaps it was. But I can't help but feel Melora's light illuminating the darkness wherever I go.
I've seen that. She does show us opportunities,
That's why I'm here.
but not a path.
Never a path.
I think I forgot that. Your mother, how is she?
Gone.
Gone.
According to a seer back at, where was that place called? Stonefall? No.
Stonefell?
The Port of Stone.
The Port of Stone. According to a seer back at the Port of Stone, well, she's okay. She's somewhere where Melora's magic is very strong.
I see. She always had her own thoughts of Melora. Back in the day, we argued many nights about it. If she's gone or if she's still with us, it would be nice to know which. But it seems my son is still with us.
I think he is.
You haven't seen a change?
Oh, I've seen a change, my lady.
A
Your son is a
dark
better man.
change?
No, quite the opposite. Where once there was perhaps a trace of selfishness and arrogance, now runs the blood of a hero. When we first left Quilton Bay together a few weeks ago, or however long it's been, we have since rescued orphaned children from the machinations that Alistair would spend on the world, and we have freed prisoners and slaves. We fought back the darkness carrying Melora's light, and every step that we've taken has been to tell the world of the Quilton Bay we grew up in, and not the one that Alistair would see in its place.
You see her starting to cry a bit. You know, she's thinking of home and these terrible things that have happened. And you can tell that she hasn't been there for some time.
As far as I'm concerned, you may look at your son and see a monster, see a darkness. But what I see are the tools that he uses to bring light to a dark world. I see strength. I see power that he wields for a righteous cause.
That is partly what I'm afraid of. A righteous cause is what Alistair is on. I could not steer him from his path.
Your son lacks the zeal that Alistair carried. He left it behind in his mortal life. Your son now carries the conviction that our quilter forebears carried, that they could build a home at the edge of the sea, that they could make a place worth raising families, worth sewing into their quilts. It isn't the zeal of a whatever Alistair is.
A misguided leader is what I've seen from him. I do not know where he gets his commandments, his stories, his destiny from. But everything I have seen is paving a path towards something dark, something not of Quilton, not of the people. I think I lost sight of what I was supposed to do.
I think we all did. That's why me and Val paid a price for it.
It seems so. Thank you, Ben. Let Val know that if he wishes to speak to me, I'm available. And if not, we can speak tomorrow during the events. I believe we're all going to be invited to whatever tomorrow holds. So we'll see then.
Whatever happens, Helena, I wish you the best.
Thank you.
We came here to find Val's mother. Rescue her if we could, because we need you. We need to understand Alistair's mind more, understand where to go next. I hope our paths take us there. And then I walk out.
All right. You head out. Drow's out there and is like, I guess she talked to all of you then. Is that
Yeah.
There might be
All
one
right.
more.
there's one more?
There might be, I don't know.
Oh. Okay. Well,
She invited him.
gotcha. Oh, like right now or that later?
Anytime.
Anytime. Got it. Okay.
Pale-faced fellow.
Got it. Wait, what?
Pale-faced fellow.
Pale face.
The other guy we were with.
Looks kind of like the other people here, but
The other
also
the
kind of like
vampire
us.
spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda
yeah,
like-
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Got
Great.
it. All right. Well, goodbye.
So long, Dritz Duorden.
You know my cousin?
What?
That guy sucks. Never limits to be Pettis Panther.
So Ben, did you give him the
Best friend ranking.
Well, I mean, I don't have to ask you that because I know who's number one.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, did you give her the dragon?
What? No, why would I give her
I
the
thought we
dragon?
were going to give her the. I thought that's why we came here was to give her the dragon.
God, no. I talked to her to see if she wanted to escape with us tonight.
Well, yeah. No, what?
That was kind of the whole point.
No, I thought we were going to give him the dragon, and then she would like come with us, and then we would get our prize, and then we would just leave. We're on totally different pages, man. I'm just going to go back to my room.
Is that what we were doing?
In Ace's mind, that's what we were doing.
I'm pretty sure we were going to go and sneak over and see if she could sneak out with us, and it's clear that that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I go to my room.
All right. You go to your room?
I use the ghost to tell Val that if he would like to see his mother, she is expecting him.
Mm-mm.
All right. You sure?
Yes, I need a little more time.
All right. Take your time. He says he's going to take his time with it.
Can you go tell her that?
Yeah, I just told her.
All right, great, thanks.
He didn't.
It was quick. I mean, he left and came back, but
I like the idea that he
kinda
doesn't have to
quick.
go all the way to them. Since he's a ghost, he can just be like, hey,
Yeah. Through the
he says that.
I told him.
Anyway,
you
whatever.
guys go to sleep?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
All right. Yeah. You guys get a nice long rest.
I don't sleep. Xavier tries to pull some shit.
You don't sleep? You don't take a rest?
I don't need to sleep. I'm awake. I can
Are
do
you taking,
light
are you taking a
activities.
long
But you're not gonna
rest?
take
You're
a
in
long
a trance. It's a little different than
It says I can do light activities,
right.
like keep watch,
Yeah.
and get ready to fucking create bonfire on my bag of holding that I have placed on the floor in front of me.
Yeah.
Lord, I hope that
I'm just
doesn't
making
happen.
sure I know what you're doing during the night.
Yeah, that.
Taking a long rest?
I don't really think I need to take one. I haven't cast anything.
Well,
Yeah. No.
Okay. No long rest.
Short rest, maybe.
Short rest?
I don't
Oh,
need-
easy enough. Short rest. You could take 8 of those. I mean, it's an hour.
One right after another.
Yeah. Short rest.
No, I stay awake.
Okay.
I stay awake.
Fully aware.
Great. No trancing for you.
Not unless
to
my
know.
party wants to trade off and take watch with me.
No, you told us you didn't need to sleep, so we are letting you do that.
Well, I
We all
thought
got
that
our
was
own
true,
room.
but my
You say
DM
it
is
all the time.
basically my DM is basically telling me, "Are you going to sleep or not?" So I can fuck you over.
I'm just asking questions.
It sounds
asking
loaded.
questions.
You know.
Yeah,
It's
man.
not loaded.
It's meant to sound loaded.
No, I don't. I don't sleep. I don't need it. Not tonight. I don't.
All right.
I
You
don't-
wake up. You get up in the next morning.
Yeah. Did Xavier try anything?
No, not a thing.
Because
Yeah.
you were awake.
You're awake. You didn't try anything. You saw him come out, and they saw you were awake. You shut the door.
Yeah, fuck him.
You didn't actually. You didn't see him at all.
Wrong room.
You didn't see him at all.
Oh, because he did it invisibly.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants, right? He's
Yeah.
a vampire.
Turn and mist. Yeah.
The walls could tell him that you're.
I'm going to
Awake.
show him the sun when we get home.
Just so he knows what it looks like.
Remember this?
There's breakfast served in the dining room area.
I replaced the live blood with dead man's blood. That has to work, right? I've seen it in a movie.
Wait, so we never actually really squared away on what
We
we're
did.
going to do.
I have
We
told you guys.
100% have
I have
not.
told you guys. If I get the invitation, I will present.
No,
the
we
gift.
heard what your plan was several times.
I go to breakfast.
All right.
I eat.
I also go.
Breakfast
to
served in the big main area.
I'm out there.
Your mother's out there.
I'm very
Halabe's
groggy.
out there. Their drow guards
I'm
are out
enjoying the artificial sunrise.
there.
Artificial sunrise.
What's an artificial sunrise?
It's like the torches become brighter, and
Yeah.
Oh,
something
none of
that
that. None of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is like a casino.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's well, I mean, it's like that, but if you want to make sure it seems gloomy as heck the whole time.
Oh,
Because this is like underneath the
Yeah.
like land.
is
but
it like
in a,
damp down here?
Oh my god, yeah. You're on a like island in a giant cave.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very damp.
I was getting a really dry vibe before, but
Oh.
No,
No, it's a squishy vibe.
Yeah.
like just a well
It's a
constructed
squelchy vibe.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So
Nice
maybe I'll-
breakfast,
I'll
huh,
have that.
guys?
It's a
I'm
decent
enjoying
enough
it.
breakfast.
Yeah.
It's some old bread, some meat.
They put some blood out.
So
There's definitely some blood. Halave's drinking some blood.
I drink a little bit of blood.
You drink a little bit of blood. It tastes like blood. Don't drink too much. You might get sick.
Oh, there's some piss.
Only
you
drink that at
love
the bar.
piss.
Yeah.
I want to sit next to Val, and I come up with my high school food tray, and I sit next to him, and I say, Val, I had an interesting conversation with your mother last night, and I don't mean that in a weird way.
I didn't think it was going to be weird until you specified it was not.
Okay, so just
It was after
revert
they
back
banged.
to that.
Okay. Yes, you talked to my mother.
Yeah.
And
Well, she's worried about you.
okay. Yes.
Like
I
like
knew that already.
Like a mother would be.
Sure.
It seemed like her biggest concern was that you are you. Like she's concerned that you're, I don't
Yes,
know, being
that
taken over
Really
by.
came through that concern when she was calling me a monster to my face.
Well, I think the tone has softened a bit, and that's I think that's part of the reason why she wanted to. She actually asked to talk to us while you were asleep.
Oh, good. You gave a
and-
report card to her about
Yeah,
me.
and
That's
as far as I know, we were all brutally honest. And
great. Yeah, I told her about me to her face. It's weird she needed to get confirmation from other people instead of her
Well,
own son. But
Yeah, that was pretty shitty.
curious.
Cons-
All right.
Consider
good.
the fact that she thought you were dead, you're not dead, and she's having to deal with a lot of information coming at her at once.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, she is having to deal with a lot of information. Yes, poor her.
Is there something that I don't know about between you and your mom that is making you so?
No, but that was a pretty dick move of her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
mean, and we
The
came
way he
here to,
says it
like,
so angrily,
save
I
her.
suddenly realized that maybe we shouldn't have talked to her.
No, like I empathize with that. You call me names all the time, but I
I never call you names. What have I called you?
with your eyes.
I've never called you names, you dumb fucking idiot. No.
You stupid ball of fur.
Oof, that one actually hurt. I'm not gonna lie. So anyway, you feel the way you want to feel. She feels the way she wants to feel. As it turns out, I think she wants to reconcile, and I mean that
Yeah, but
in the most earnest way. Ben, stay out of this. I mean this in the most earnest way
You got
possible.
told.
Did you really speak up? Yeah, because
I mean, I was about to, and I was like, oh, well, I'll let him speak.
because Simon wants to drive home a
Like,
point.
I was about to dive into, like, relationship mode and be
Yeah.
like, well, actually, like,
Yeah,
that's
no,
not
no,
really
no.
up to Val. Like, that's her.
but the point is I don't think she's trying to change you any more than you're trying to change her. I bet you if you talk to her again, you could probably get past the whole name calling thing. I think if she knew how you felt about it, she'd probably feel pretty bad. Would you at least entertain just talking to her?
I appreciate your concern for my relationship with my mother, and it isn't necessarily the name calling. People have called me all sorts of names. It's the fact that she thought I was a monster and I was dead. Even in the middle of standing in front of her and speaking to her like I always had.
But that makes sense. Like if somebody I thought was dead was now all of a sudden in front of me looking different, but claimed to still be the person they were before, I would be concerned as well.
Perhaps there was something unsettling about the way you entered this world and the way that ties into the way you left it.
I'm sorry, all three of you spoke to her?
Oh yeah, I talked to her too. I told her you were a dick.
Yeah,
Great.
I mean, I was talking
was-
to her to see if she wanted to escape.
Oh, fantastic.
Apparently I was the only one on your side. I thought we were coming at this
Good.
a little stronger than that, but
What do you mean I was on his side? I was on his side.
well, I guess our motives
And-
were
I
different.
said he was a hero.
I can't vouch for that. I don't know.
I said he saved orphaned children.
Oh, well, that sounds good. Did
we
you really
all
say that,
did,
Ben?
We all did that.
Right, but you really
He
said that to
has
her?
the toy vacuum cleaner bobble
No,
bubble.
you don't need to sell me on it. I was there. What I'm asking you is, did you really say that?
Yes, I really said it. I would say it about any of you guys.
Really?
Yes, we're fucking heroes. We fight evil. We're in evil's lair. Can we at least act like we can fucking win?
Simon's chest puffs up a little bit. He feels good about this. Normally,
You're so cool, Simon.
that's right. The dagger is talking to me.
God dang, man,
Like,
your fur looks dope.
Yeah.
I take a little sip of blood and I look at Val and I'm like, you know, Val, it feels good to be like on the same page with you about like parents, and we really don't need their like bullshit, right? Like they've just fucked us up like so much in the past, and we need to just let them go.
We could just let her go if you
I
want.
am still processing, and I will talk to my mother when I feel I'm ready.
Say the word.
I mean,
I'll leave her behind.
I
You
appreciate
can
You know
just
what?
abandon her and never talk to them again, like I did with my.
I am
Val, I respect that.
I am not a coward like you.
And Simon
Ouch.
takes his tray. Simon takes his tray and goes to another table just to kind of give him some space because he gets wanting to think about
And
things.
then I brood.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't gone
Dark
anywhere.
aura surrounds you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't have a high
You're just
school
like
food
staring
tray.
at him.
I don't eat.
So I'm a coward. I find it real hard.
You gotta listen to him, but not my epic speech about how we're all heroes.
Nah.
Mine dug deeper.
I mean, if anything is true about me and everything I've done with my life, I am not a coward.
I
you're
was just
not a
trying to
coward.
get you. I was just trying to get you to shut up. Yes, I know. We all know you're not a coward.
Look where you
It's
are.
fine.
Do you think cowards end up here?
No, badasses end up in places like this.
I
Exactly.
just want to be left alone to process my emotions and how I'm going to deal with my mother.
all right.
And when I feel good and ready, I will approach her.
All right.
And
I'm
as
gonna
soon
go
as-
ahead. My
and I'm-
body will be here, but I'm gonna vacate mentally. So
As soon as he says that, I yell out, "Table's full over here. Sorry, guys." Because I don't want them sitting next to me right now.
and I'm just sitting across from Val, and I'm like,
Do you really drink this all the time? Like
I don't drink it all the time. No.
it's really gritty. Like it's.
Yes, it's not very good.
You want the rest?
I'm good.
I'll just put it on the table.
Okay.
Simon continues to eat his salmon
All right.
or whatever he has for breakfast.
It's like it's under salmon. It's under dark salmon, undersea salmon.
Yeah.
You know.
it's
And
not
It's
pink.
blue instead.
Yeah,
of pink.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Easy enough.
I definitely leave like the cartoon skeleton of the fish, like
You
bones.
eat it in
Yeah,
one bite,
yeah,
and
yep.
it's
And you're like, and this is
There
for
you go.
soup.
yeah,
yeah. Oh, it's gonna be good soup later.
You put it in your bag.
Yep.
Breakfast goes on. No Xavier. He never shows up
Good.
down
Fuck
here.
him.
Any letters?
No letters. No letters. At some point, one of the skeletons comes to your group. You see them the same to Halavey. skeleton comes up and it says, "You're invited to the ceremony of Lord Nytheris. It's a new one. We're doing a new thing today. Itinerary has been changed. I don't know what your group is called, but you are invited.
McQuiltons.
We're called the
I
McQuiltons.
said I don't know what
McQuiltons.
your group is called.
We are the McQuiltons.
I cannot. There's no new information that I can gain. I cannot learn.
McQuiltons.
I can't.
I can't.
I'm here to invite you to the ceremony, which will be beginning in a few hours. If you are to approach the dining room, you are allowed entry into it. Same place you were at, apparently, last night.
With the stacked tables.
The dining room, yes.
Are we
You were
going to sit on the
apparently
top?
there last night.
Do we need to be dressed in a certain way or bring anything with us?
You should be ready when you get there.
We
yes.
sit on the top, though, right?
The top of the...
Yeah.
Oh, the whole... It's. I do know what you're talking about. That it's all changed.
Oh.
It's all different now.
They just did a revamp overnight.
Whoa,
it changes,
was
like-
that pun intentional?
It changes every
wish it was.
every event. The room kind of like it does what it wants. Well, what we tell it to do. It'll be different. So I don't know where you're sitting. There'll be another skeleton that has that information when
If
you
you
get
could put
there.
like a little note that says
There
McQuilton.
will be another one. There'll be. You talk to him or her. I don't know who it is. It might be me.
Perhaps,
It might
perhaps
be me.
instead of you learning something, we learn something on a piece of paper, and you carry that paper to the next skeleton.
Do you have a paper?
Yes,
I can give it to another skeleton.
and I scrawl the McQuiltons on it, and I
Okay.
hand it to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've never been given a gift.
Is he free now?
Suddenly Ben turns into a skeleton.
He snaps to attention and then proceeds with his other duties.
All right.
But
Well,
yeah, you have a couple hours before the event that you have been invited to.
I think I have my own thrall now.
Halave was also told by some other skeleton of this same news.
Oh, Halave.
And she heads on over and says, well, you all created quite a bit of a stir last night. Seems things have changed.
Can't wait until you see what we got. It's
What have you got?
so cool.
You gave me a little
All right,
idea
all
of
right.
it.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, let's prepare and head to the ceremony when it's time.
Yeah.
So I know this is a new ceremony, but for your previous ceremonies, what have you done to prepare?
Oh, I've been a few times.
So- We don't want to be dressed wrong or...
I mean, dress however you feel like you want to dress, whatever, you
Would I be okay in this?
looks
gesturing
fine
in.
for,
Okay.
I mean, you're a bodyguard, so it works.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a very nice dress that I brought. I'm planning on wearing that. And I will be bringing my gift, and I will be enjoying myself. And she kind of like leans in close. And you notice that like you're at one of those tables that keeps things silent.
Okay.
It says, and maybe we will have some fireworks and things might go terribly wrong. Who knows?
Why would that happen?
It's a good question.
Insight check, please.
Insight check.
Are you planning something, Alithe?
I would never plan anything, but I would take advantage of moments. It's a good skill to have, and I hope you all do too.
Nobody takes advantage of moments better than the McQuiltons.
And she's just kind of like has
21.
a hand on you. 21 with that.
Yeah.
She is absolutely trying to give you some information
And we need
that
to read.
can't be heard that she's planning something.
Okay.
I was totally going to leave my armor in the room to look like a badass in my quilt. And now I have to wear my armor, I think.
I want to wait until she leaves the silent dome circle.
Because she
before
kind
I-
of like leans in to very specifically do that and leans out and has it continues
Are we
on.
the only ones at this particular table?
Yeah, it's your
Okay.
group here. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
And as she's heading out, she's gonna go over to you, Val, brooding as you are, and just going to say, I talked to your mother last night. I don't know where you're at, but
Right?
she would love to have a conversation at some point.
Yes, I know. Everyone keeps telling me.
So, perfect. That's all I was here for.
All right. Thank you.
Did you have any questions for me?
Do you have any ill intentions with my mother?
I did. Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
appreciate the honesty.
Not anymore, though.
Oh, why? What has changed your mind?
I didn't realize the connection and who she was. She illuminated some things for me last night, and our paths align.
What is that path, if I may ask?
And she kind of leans in and tries to be quiet and says, I work for some people that don't like Nytheris.
All right. Interesting. Good to know. Well,
Code word. Funky Town.
I guess I should go have that conversation then before the ceremony.
It would probably be a good time, because I really don't know how tonight's events are going to go. I don't know where Xavier is, and I am excited to find out what that's about. Anyways, I'll see you all at the events.
All right, I'm gonna go and go over and sit next to my mom.
Okay. She's just been kind of sipping on a tea for a long time, and she's in one of these larger tables has this silence. No one can hear the conversation unless they're part of the table.
I sit down and I'm very rigid, and I only look ahead. I go, Mother,
Valen,
I understand you talked to my friends last night.
I did. I wanted to get their perspective. I've been not myself for some time. I didn't trust what I saw last night. And I appear to have been wrong about a few things.
All right. And I imagine that you maybe don't think I am such a monster anymore?
No. I see that you're my son. I see that. Yes. I thought I lost you.
Right. Well, you can understand I was, of course, worried about you coming here because despite our differences, I still very much care about you, and I couldn't live with myself if something similar to me had happened to you. I want to protect you from that stuff, and in a way I think I decided to run away because I wanted to protect you from me, from having to see your son like this. And I am sorry, I wish so many of these things had not happened, but, this is the life that we have now, and I hope that maybe we can forge a relationship, possibly, in the future, or not, whatever, I don't care, who cares, it doesn't matter, none of this.
You see some she's got some tears. As well, I know I've always had a relationship with you, and when I thought you were gone, I spoke to you through Melora to where I thought you were. Finding out you were still with us, I would love to continue a relationship. I was in a bad place when you left. When I heard you were gone, I thought I found something to pursue, and that was the truth of what happened to you. That's what led me here. I spoke to prophets and seers and tried to follow the path I thought Melora had put in front of me, and I'm realizing that it was other forces at play. I've strayed from where I once was. And to see what I thought was something wearing your face. Sorry for the way I reacted. I
forgive you.
Thank you. And she just starts kind of sobbing, just crying.
And don't be so hard on yourself about what paths you took to get somewhere. We all chase some truth in some form or fashion. Sometimes it takes longer to find the right one.
The right one. Yes. At least the one that works for us, right?
Right.
I don't know how we're getting out of this. I will do whatever I can to make sure you do.
And same. I will make sure you are getting out of here. We're getting out of here. Don't worry.
All right. I didn't have any sort of plans on what to do after I got here. I knew the truth I would find here and didn't realize what that meant. The truth was that you're still alive.
It is all right.
So,
We have each other now.
good. Good. I'm glad. She kind of just puts her hand out on the table.
And I barely put it on her hand. All right. Okay, that's good. Okay, I gotta go.
All right. And she just kind of wipes her tears away, but you see a smile on her face. And she walks away with Halave as well. Just leaves the free breakfast that you all enjoyed.
Ace has been watching intently from his table, and he's trying to read lips
Okay.
to try to understand what is being said.
Sure.
But he sees the hand hold at the end, and he's like, fuck.
Since we might be going into some shit,
Mm-hmm.
I was
Can I
trying-
retcon that full rest?
yeah, am I fully rested? No, actually, at dawn we get to change the thing of our dragon statue,
You have to be in the presence of it.
which I am.
If you pull it out of the bag of holding.
Yeah, I did in the room before we came to breakfast.
Okay.
With my back, I was in the corner and I pulled it out. I was like, guys, quickly. And I just wanted to clarify something because one of the abilities, and this is the problem, we don't use this fucking thing because we never really went back and got clarity on these rules. But apparently one of the things that we can do is we can get some spells.
Yes.
One of the spells I'd like, but I'm confused on how this might work because you...
Yeah, what's the spell that you want?
Summon Draconic Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You can have that prepared. I think that's a 5th level spell.
So I can't cast it because it's 5th level.
Correct.
Okay, that was
so
my
it's
question.
basically it's you can prepare these spells, and I've got one for 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Yeah,
up to
you
5.
do. You do.
So whatever spell slots you have, you can use those for those spells.
Don't
It
have a
doesn't
5th level
give
spell.
you the spell slots.
I was thinking maybe it's like a...
Yeah, for sure.
And
like
I was
a
like...
scroll or something.
Because it would explain why we just keep keeping it on the advantage on saving throws.
Yeah.
Because, these other ones...
The spells you get for free. That's not one of the 3 options.
What?
You get one of those spells prepared for each level.
What?
Oh!
And is that for the whole group?
That's
Yeah.
for the whole group.
Okay.
That's for the whole
Let's
I'm
quickly-
gonna need a readout on
So
those, but we can do that in
For sure, yeah.
in crit files
I have
maybe.
second level
I'm a
spells.
barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spells. What are that?
Divine favor.
And that's why it's like, here's a thing you can get kind of for free. It's, we can talk about it in the
Divine
minute.
favor is
favor.
the saving throw, right? Or the advantage?
Don't know. Dragon's Breath, Zone of Truth, Melf's, Fireball, Sleet, Storm, Stinking Cloud, and Summon Draconic Spirit. So Dragon's, Zone of Truth, and Melf's is probably like level 2 spells. And then Fireball, Sleet Storm, and those are 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
Draconic Spirit's a 5th level.
Cool.
I say that all without knowing for sure, but
Yeah.
All right.
so
So nothing you need to change about the Platinum Dragon stuff.
Not today.
yeah, I may as well keep this advantage on.
I mean, we're going to be getting charmed a lot probably down here.
Yeah, okay.
So.
I just wanted because we're like, there's going to be a Funky Town thrown out, and if we could have had a Draconic
Yeah.
Spirit from a Platinum Dragon statue, that seemed
This seems
important.
pretty badass. Yeah.
It did, didn't it? Like,
Yeah.
here's your fucking gift, you piece of shit, and then
Yeah.
summon Tiamat or something.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
That'd be cool as hell.
Yeah.
But that's we're not
That's
there
not
yet.
happening.
No.
So I mean, a 5th level spell is pretty big.
But maybe we could like burn the statue to get like a big.
Potentially, if you want to try and do that.
Come on, man. Stop making decisions without us.
It's my statue.
My statue.
You know what? Put it back in the bag. Hope you guys picked.
But you guys make your way eventually to the dining hall.
Yeah.
And you see it is completely different. The decorations are different. It's these big, long, tall red curtains on the walls. The center is no longer it was a tower on a tower on a tower, like a cake almost. Now it is 2 spiraling, like double helix staircases. These like silver staircases that go up into the now open ceiling. And you see that is continuing up to the large platform that's like 300 feet above this. It's hanging from the ceiling. You see dancing skeletons. You see zombies playing violin. You see Xavier floating on like a balcony that's also floating. and he is enjoying a cup of blood wine with Nytheris. You see Halave and Helena on a similar one as well as you all enter in.
Does Xavier look normal, quote unquote, or stressed in any way?
You see, there is an air of confidence that he has as he looks down on you from where he is, having drinks with the
definitely
Lord
double-crossed
of
us.
the.
We still expect
man.
our bonus, Xavier.
But that is where we will leave it for
Oh,
today's
come
episode.
on!
And we will begin where we started next time.
Oh,
Damn it.
Thank you all for joining us around our proverbial podcast table. I've been your host, your DM, Alex, and with me today has been.
Dash is Valen.
Caleb is Simon.
Milo is Ace.
Right as bad.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Thanks for dropping by, friend. In the meantime, why don't you visit bit.ly/humbleinn and buy yourself something fancy on Humble Bundle. Help us keep the ale flowing around here. You can also leave our bartenders and troopers a tip over at patreon.com/in at the end. We hope to see you here next week. Until then, grab your sword and keep on adventuring.